Hi there! Today your ex is going to be dumped, okay? I've got a third party here straight off the bat, but they're going to be dumped. The Justice card's come out, okay? And it's in the reverse. So karma is a knocking on their door. Now, I feel that you have healed from this to a certain extent, okay? This card came out, miss someone. I feel you missed them for quite a while. I think this has been a hard road for you, and you know, I send you so much love. But I do feel that you knew one day that you would hear this news, okay? So yeah, your ex is getting their karma, all right? I do think though that they are going to realise that you were the one, okay, if they don't already. Now, I've got a feeling today that it's going to be the third party that does the dumping, all right, not your ex. Not that your ex particularly wants to be there, I'm hearing, but they need to be there. For some reason, there's a need going on. But I feel the third party has used them. And it's like there's a saying where, you know, your head's turned. We say it in the UK. It means that something's not particularly good for you, but you sort of think, oh yeah, I'll go for that. So I do honestly feel today that your ex is about to get dumped. Karma is a knocking on their door. And there's at some point, I feel they're going to try and make some form of contact with you. They're going to go fishing. I'm hearing the word fishing. They're not going to come in straight off the bat or anything like that. So I'm going to have a look, go deeper. I want to have a look at the energy surrounding this environment they're in, like I normally do, how they really feel about you now, anything they'd like to say, and also the best possible outcome, really, because for you, I just feel that you've had a hard time, okay? I feel you've had a hard time. I feel that you've presented a face to the world where inside you were breaking. It's been really, really tough for you. And they underestimated you, and that's what I'm hearing, that yeah, they will start fishing, but you're not the person that they left behind, okay? You've grown so much. So let's get into it. I'll just give these a shuffle, just while I'm shuffling though. Thanks for watching. I love you all so much. Thanks for your comments. I do read all of them, and your support is amazing. Thank you. If you'd like a reading, just click on the title of the video. Links are below in the description box. Everything's on the website, and go check out the, I'll take those two. Go check out the special $1 reading. That's limited time. Okay, let's just get into this. Let's have a look at their environment. I'm itching to get into this. I just feel you were so broken. So broken, but you knew one day. Yeah, justice going to be served, okay, on a plate to them, cold. Let's have a look at their environment. Oh, well. Here's the third party energy. Queen of Wands in the reverse. It's a person, it's a court card, it's a queen, it's the third party, okay? Femme fatale, yeah. This Queen of Wands is going to dump your ex. That is exactly what I was hearing. Your ex isn't doing the dumping, okay? The Queen of Wands in the reverse, she's been coming out a lot recently. She really has. Sometimes I don't see her for ages, and then she's like stalking my readings. She seduces people. Your ex had their head turned. That is classic energy of a person who knows they're very charismatic, usually nicely dressed, probably attractive, handsome, but knows how to play the game. They can wind people in with the power of their sexuality, their words, or they will come across as someone who's very confident and very with it, okay? But your ex, this is your revenge, okay? your ex was hauled in hook, line and sinker. Okay? Hook, line and sinker. It is someone who is really at the core, this third party is just a liar, very fake, very, very false. Now, I feel today you know who this person is, or you have a damn good idea who it is, all right? And going right back to the beginning, you knew this would happen. You could see through this, you could see through it. It's the energy of someone who likes your hobbies, or they like your, you know, your music tastes and that kind of thing, just to sort of mirror you. And your ex lapped it up. Okay? They lapped it up. This is why it's so karmic. I don't feel your ex is going to see this coming either. 9 of Cups. That's what she's crossed with. She's going to shatter your ex's dreams, or she's going to be your ex's nightmare, or she's your ex's nightmare now. Okay, just complete unhappiness. 9 of Cups in the reverse, misery. And what is clarifying that one? The Empress. Yeah. This is somebody who came across as the Empress, somebody who was creative, nurturing, possibly beautiful, handsome, you know, harmonious, abundant, possibly. I feel this third party sold themselves as having more, or being capable of more than they actually are, all right? But what your ex has actually got is this Queen of Wands in reverse, somebody who's very overbearing and likes their own way. And I feel, as far as they're concerned, this relationship is going to be over soon. They're going to move on. It really is that simple. They're just going to move on. Okay? Let's have a look at your ex's. Specific ex's energy. Whenever you see this reading today, this message is for you. Whenever you watch this, ex's energy, 1 card please. Ace of Wands in the reverse. Yeah, it's all going south. Their energies, they're just defeated. It was a absolute stupid mistake. You know, they shouldn't have done it. They had their head turned. It seemed exciting, passionate, new, all of that kind of stuff. But now your ex is in the energy of the Ace of Wands in the reverse, so they've wasted an opportunity with you. Okay? That's the core of their energy, and that is why I feel they're going to start fishing to find out what you're doing. Okay? Because they feel that you're going to just pick up the pieces and wipe their tears away. And it's all going to go back to how it was. That you're going to put a sticking plaster on their pain. Okay? But you were abandoned. You know, your ex stole from you. They could have stole physical stuff, but I feel more that they stole your love, your time, and your life force, which is your energy. Okay? So yeah, they've just got karma. They've just got karma. The lies are going to be, what you don't see coming is the 2 of Swords. It's in the reverse. The lies are going to be exposed soon. The truth is going to come out about this relationship. Okay? What is this truth? Oh, the Devil. Well. There's the Devil. Yeah. You know, your ex has got themselves chained into a toxic relationship, but that's because they were greedy, lustful. I'm hearing that word lustful, and that isn't just for, you know, the physical side of life, you know what I mean, it's YouTube. But they were lustful, they're greedy. They were greedy, okay? Very secret, very secretive, very, very secretive. But their karma, wow. You know, the Queen of Wands in the reverse, when that sort of energy's had enough, they've had enough. And they don't care, you know. Your ex will mean nothing to this third party. Nothing. And I just see I just saw in my mind's eye and I heard like a dog crawling home with its tail between its legs. All right. Let's see what else is going on. Let's use this tarot deck. Anything else, please, that we need to know? Yeah. Right. With regard to your ex, central energy, they're hoping that if they send a message to you, eventually they will. In the summer, they will, okay? That you will speak to them. But they're not going to tell you about the bad luck they've got. They're not going to tell you about the bad luck, because it was almost as if you were wiped from history, and it looked to everybody on the outside that your ex was having a wonderful time and everything was going well for them. Okay? But they've picked the wrong choice. They picked the wrong choice. They didn't realise in this Seven of Cups I've just got in my hand that one of the cups held a snake. Okay? But I do feel that Page of Wands, there's going to be a message. And they're hoping that if they open up, that you will forgive them. Okay? If you will forgive them. I'm going to get to the best possible outcome. I don't feel this is the outcome. I feel this is their game plan. Okay? This is their game plan. They will definitely be back. I've got two majors here. And then there is that Page of Wands. But I still feel they'll be looking at other options. Right, let me see what they would... Let me just see what they would say to you. I'm not sure whether I trust what they're going to say, but I'm scared you will reject me. Yeah, well, they've got every right to be scared. You know... They just left you with such low self-esteem. You know, really, really low self-esteem. I'm holding on to the memories of us. You're always on my mind. So those are the things that they will say to you. Okay? Remember that. Remember these messages. I'm being asked to say that to you. I'm going to go to the outcome in a minute, but you're always on my mind. I'm holding on to the memories of us, and I'm scared you will reject me. I regret what I did to you. Okay, let's just dig a little bit deeper. You can probably tell I'm not overly convinced today. Spying, yeah, there you go. That's the clarification. I love it when it does this. That we were picking up on earlier, the fishing. They're going to fish. This is going to come as a shock, okay, to them when this implodes with this Queen of Wands energy. Okay, it's going to be a shock. They're not going to see it coming. That's why it's karmic. They needed to learn a lesson. But it doesn't mean to say you have to pick up the pieces, okay? Finality, yeah, they told you your relationship was over, that it was done. It was done. And I'm just getting, you know, I never want to see you again energy. And I don't really care what happens to you energy today. And you've healed. Yeah, I'm just splitting this deck. Healing. You've healed. And that's what I was getting right at the beginning. It's the same, different deck, but same energy. Okay. Let us have a little look. Okay. What is going to happen here? 3 cards. Right, they're definitely going to come back in. Right, I'm going to read this as I'm hearing it today. Now, on the surface, these could look really positive. We've got the Magician out, so that's communication. But because of the other cards that I've got here and the energy, I feel that the Magician is more in that polished words. So they will say what they think you want them to hear, okay? And I feel it will be fake promises, and I feel it will be fake promises. I think they'll dangle the carrot. You know, the energy of, oh, well, yes, just an example, yes, we'll buy a new house, but it never happens. There's always something. And there's always something to keep you there in the future, which there's no past and there's no future. All we have is the present now. You never actually get to see any of the things that are promised. Okay? And I honestly believe, now I've seen these two cards, that your... Oh, excuse me, it's pussycat. Stop it. Don't know what they're doing. That your ex is really getting their karma because they were promised this stuff before, okay? So I feel that the third party did a job on them, if you know what I mean. Yeah, so the third party promised your ex a whole load of stuff that hasn't materialised, okay? Fake as each other. You've come out in the future outcome. You're sitting pretty in the Queen of Cups energy, okay? So there's two things going on here. Do not worry about this person. Do not worry about anything. Work on your self-concept, your boundaries. You are going to meet somebody who fulfills all your emotional needs. Somebody who is truthful and honest and emotionally mature. My only caveat is you are in the Queen of Cups energy, and I feel that your ex still thinks you are an unhealed version of the Queen of Cups, okay? So you've healed, you've been healing. So the Queen of Cups unhealed doesn't have very good boundaries, wants to save everyone, will help anybody, soaks up everyone's emotions like a sponge, and then ends up either being walked over or just absolutely drained, okay? That's why I feel they're going to come back in with that Page of Wands as if nothing's happened. But they won't get the old version of you because that version's gone. That version of you has left the building, okay? And I'm really, really, really proud of you because you have had to fake it. You've had to get on with life, day-to-day stuff, when inside you felt like your heart was being ripped out. Okay, so you will hear about this. You will hear from your person. Do I trust them? Not really. No, I just think it's fake. Okay, I just think it's very, very fake because they still think you are, it's like their emotional, you know, oh, I can go back and they'll help me and listen to me and make it all go away and all of this. And I'll just say, you know, that you're always on my mind or something along those lines. But I just feel that I'm just hearing that, no, I don't trust them. All right. And I'll keep repeating myself, but I really, really don't trust them. No. And I think for you, the world, it's over. The cycle's completed. Okay, you're moving on to bigger and better things now. The world is your oyster. You've had to work really, really hard when days you just didn't even want to get out of bed. Okay, so keep those boundaries firm. Always remember who you are. Yeah, help people, be kind, but be selfish. Okay, be selfish as well. Okay, I love you. Take care, and remember, you're on the pedestal. Okay, you're on the pedestal. You get to choose who you allow into your life or who you don't. All right, and this person's very good, very got the gift of the gab, this ex of yours, but like I say, they are about to have it done to them. So leave it with you. Anyway, love you all. Bye.